Hey, hello dear viewers of the Enduro Lexus channel, and welcome to this week's episode of Newsblog. Last weekend we were at the Ace Cafe in London at the Overlanders Day. We met some interesting people there, did some good interviews, and we'll show them to you afterwards. Then we will keep you up to date on our fundraising efforts for the World Wildlife Fund's Our Leopards Appeal. And in addition to this, we will also show you how to make your own stickers. The people who recommended I use this double-sided tape say it sticks like shit to a blanket. I did not bother to ask how they found that out. If you're on a budget, making yourself a mistake on your motorcycle. So let's get started. Right, we're at the Ace Cafe in London. It's 2014 and I've just seen the Triumph Tiger 800 XC. Very impressed. New color schemes, but I'm sure that once I get mine, I'm planning to buy one second hand, because you can then thrash it around a lot more easier and you don't have to worry so much as if you had a new one.
Hello Alex.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good to see you. Hello Michael.
Good to see you again after such a long time.
You too, mate. Good to see you. Good to see you. What can we do for you today? Today we're here with Triumph. I work for Jetney Triumph. My name's Jeff Hay. We just brought a few of our bikes down today. Triumph have done really well the last 3-4 years with the Explorer bikes. In fact, Alex came down the first time we launched the 800. The 1200 has been our big seller the last couple of years. It was probably the top selling bike in the UK of all bikes last year. It's just been voted #1 in the Ride survey and also the MCN survey. We didn't know that was coming. We were really, really pleased with it. Of all the big adventure bikes, it's probably the best all round. The KTM's a bit better off-road, but this is just a genius bike. And when we get people out on test ride, by and large, they buy one when they come back. They're absolutely fantastic. We always say to people, if you don't like it, they send you for therapy. You know, it's a very good thing indeed. And then here we've also got the Tiger Sport, which is not a pure adventure bike by any means, but it's it's a very useful tool. You know, this bike has a tank range of 200 miles. Horsepower-wise, it's just under 130. It feels like a big supermoto, really good fun. All of these bikes I've done huge distances on, and they're just really good bikes. And Triumph, considering they've started this from cold, from go, they've done so well with it. You know, because the GS, as your viewers will know, is the biggest seller for the last few years after a long way down. And to match them in the first couple of years in terms of outright sales, it's really quite astonishing. So,
you matched them?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
That's amazing.
We outsold the GS last year in the UK, which is astonishing, you know, after all those years. Yeah, it is an achievement, yeah, exactly right.
Well, I'm thinking of getting a Triumph myself in a couple of years' time.
And I'll try and sell you one, Alex.
Yes,
I'll try very hard. I'll try very hard.
As soon as the price is right and everything, and because as you know, I always like getting a second-hand one. I promise you, I mean, until now I've always been doing the paint jobs myself, but for Triumph I'll take it to professional paint.
Is that right?
Yes, just for you I'll do that.
I'll believe it when I see it.
One thing I have noticed for this year is that one big important change is that on the wheels you can have spokes with tubeless tires.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Talk a little bit about
have you seen this? These quite often the problem with spoke wheels is you have to have a tube, and the problem with a tube tyre is they're more prone to punctures, they're more difficult to repair. Whereas this here, you have this moulded flange. It's not unique to Triumph, other manufacturers do it as well. But with this flange for the spokes, it allows you to run a tubeless tyre. And the advantage of a tubeless tyre is if you're in the middle of nowhere, you can get these plug systems whereby I've got a nail in here, I'll pull the nail out, and you have glue and a plug, and you push it into the tyre, and 98% of the time you can fix it to the side of the road, which is a real bonus. You know, whereas you're on a tube tyre, you've got to carry a tube, and you're a spare kit, you've got to take the tyre off. You know, you're not always going to be in a better position with a tubeless tyre, but by and large, it is an improvement. You also save the weight. You know, unsprung weight on a bike, which is the weight which is at the end of the suspension. That really affects the ride. If you've got heavy weight, you get a bad ride. Yeah. And by having tubeless, you're losing the weight of the inner tube, which is probably a good kilo and a half.
That much?
Yeah, it improves the, maybe not a kilo and a half, but certainly a kilo, I guess. But very good. The rear, as I say, this bike's also shaft drive, and aside from the Rocket 2.3, this is the first shaft drive bike Triumph has done, and it's really very impressive. BMW had quite a lot of problems with the shafts on and off over the years. The Triumph probably went to the launch in Andalusia 2 years ago now. The shaft drive, they were so proud of it. They gave me the UJ, you know, for the drive system, and it was so heavy. And I was going, why have you shown me this? And they go, because it won't break. And they're big words indeed, but we've got guys who are up to mid 30,000 miles now, not a single issue. They'd be great. I mean, I had it with GS, and the problem with the shaft drive with that one is you had the flywheel inside there. Yes,
and when I was going off-road, that thing would get very hot. That's why there's a company out there selling the ceramic
clutches,
ceramic clutches, but normally the regular clutch just simply gets hot very soon, everything smells of eggs, and you can burn that out quite easily.
You can.
What about this one? Will that be able to go better? Does it have a similar assembly engine-wise?
No, this is a very conventional layout. So this is an inline 3-cylinder which runs across the bike.
Yeah.
Conventional gearbox, and 6-speed gearbox. They then kick the drive through 90 degrees to the rear wheel, and it's got a conventional clutch. So it's a multi-plate wet clutch. So it's much easier to work on. The problem with the BMW is if you've got the clutch up, you've got to take the back of the bike off. It's a huge job. Whereas on this, if you need to get the clutch, you take the casing off, clutch out. We've had not a single issue with them at all. So you can never say never, but we've never had an issue. This is a multi-plate clutch, wet clutch, which means it runs in the engine oil. So it's here, and on a BMW flat twin, the clutch is at the back here. So if you want to change the clutch, you've got a problem with it, you undo all these bolts, comes apart, you have access to the clutch. On the BMW, the engine splits here, and you have a car-type clutch, a single plate on the back here. But if you have a problem with that clutch, you have to take the back of the bike off. It's a very big job. Because on these bikes so far, we've had 2 recalls on them at the moment. They changed the ECUs, which is the control for the idle and the fueling for it. They changed all those because they're not programmable. We had issues about 5% of them. They were stalling, so they've all been done now. But they've been absolutely brilliant. We've been really over the moon with them.
Just the one question: when I get my Triumph Tiger, I'm still undecided whether it's going to be the 800 or 1200.
Yeah, 1200.
1200. 1200. What if I wanted to have 800 with these kind of tires? Is that possible?
It's a question I can't answer. I would say yes.
With this wheels.
It would be a matter of buying the rim. The Triumph won't offer you the option, but what you could do is to just re-smoke the rims. I use the normal hub and not one of these. So it's not something Triumph would do, but you could do it.
Okay, that's good news then. Because I want to combine the two with tubeless tires.
No worries. We can build one, Alex. It'll be okay.
Thank you. Jack Lilly, the best
Triumph dealer,
in London, in town, in the country.
Yeah.
Yep.
If Carlsberg sold most bikes.
The video trying to get people interested, younger people especially, in motorcycling. So is there something that you can tell about experience that one has in motorcycles, which we wouldn't normally get if one has?
Well, it's a big boys' club bikes, and for instance, you and I, we really like touring Europe and getting out and about, and it's a big fraternity. If you go down to Milan, say in a car, you're just a guy in a car. Whereas a bike, you're out there, you've got the smell, you've got the heat, and also you form these sort of fleeting relationships with people. You bump into you or something like that, and you say, try this road, try that road, and it's
people are more likely to help you. I made that experience myself.
Without doubt. I mean, I was in France 2 years ago, and we broke down the side of the road, and a French couple stopped. Never met them before in life. They put us up for the night. That just won't happen in normal world. It's an absolute joy. So we like them.
So it's a good brotherhood to enjoy.
It is a good brotherhood. I've done 34 years of it now, and I love it today as much as the first time I did it.
So life will never be the same after getting on a motorcycle.
No, I would have been a really boring guy without a motorbike for sure.
Oh, you're boring.
Don't
be so hard on yourself.
I would have been boring if I hadn't had a motorcycle. And our cameraman here, he's quite keen on a bike as well.
Yes.
We're going to see that he's keen.
Yeah.
We're going to talk him into it.
Yep.
He's weakening.
He's already getting his license next week.
Perfect.
Become part of the brotherhood, man. Don't wait.
That'd be good.
What are you waiting for? Next up, we meet Ed March, who rode from Malaysia to the UK on his C90, proving that long trips can be done on a low budget and don't have to cost a fortune. So no more excuses for our cameraman, who is doing his CBT at the moment. That's a very unique looking scooter. Tell us about your story.
I bought when I was 19. I wanted to save money through going to work, petrol.
Yeah.
And then somebody basically bet me that I could ride around the world on it. So I decided to prove them wrong. And so in 2011, rode from Malaysia back to England over 8 months. Then in February next year, I rode up through the Arctic Circle in winter, camping, snow and ice. I got a new seat cover when I was in Malaysia. That's a genuine Morrison shopping basket, which I didn't steal from England.
Should have made some advertisement for them.
Always low prices. I made the rack for it myself out of steel, and everything else is just broken.
And the suspension?
Yes. When I was in Turkey, I got a new front suspension for £9. New back suspension for £8. And
what happened to the lights?
I actually changed the light. That's actually a light off of a Porsche GT2 RS. So it's ridiculously bright. But now I can see where I'm going.
Exactly, very good. Thank you.
No worries.
Being at the Ace Cafe Overlanders Day gave us the opportunity to meet some other famous adventure bikers like Sam Manicom as well, and we look forward to next year's event. As charity work and camouflage colours don't go too well together, it is time to respray my V-Strom, and as some of you said that the painted writing on my V-Strom does not look professional, I decided to make my own writing stickers cheaply instead. First you print them and laminate the sheet, and then cut out the stickers. Remember to apply transparent tape around the edges to make the stickers waterproof. Then apply the double-sided tape on the back of the sticker, making sure it is lined up correctly, because if it is not, then it will be very difficult to take off. The people who recommended I use this double-sided tape say it sticks like shit to a blanket. I did not bother to ask how they found that out. Then cut the tape, making sure you do it in one go, as otherwise things get very, very messy. And we're here. After taking off the cover layer on the double-sided tape, your sticker is ready to be applied to your motorcycle. And as the double-sided tape is extremely strong, there are no limits to where you place your stickers. So the moment of truth has finally arrived. We've set up donation cans like this to raise awareness and raise donations for the World Wildlife Fund's Armour Leopards appeal. And this one has been standing at the Abellio Byfleet depot in Surrey. And the drivers have been very generous and they have donated lots and lots of coins and money. It's actually all the way to the top. Very impressive. So let's see how much has been donated and just see how much has been raised. It's going to take me quite a while to count this, and it looks quite like a lot of money. In the end, the amount raised came to much more than I originally expected. And just look how much has been raised by the drivers at the Abellio buses in Byfleet, Surrey. £180.59. Thank you so much, guys. You're real heroes. We also raised a bit of foreign money, which charities usually accept. And through the Abellio drivers' generous donation, we have now reached 66% of our target. So that's it for this week. Tune in next week for more updates on our charity work and our channel and our London to Albania 2014 ride, scheduled for July this year in aid of World Wildlife Fund's Armour Leopards appeal. Thank you. See you then. Hello dear viewers of the Enduro Alexa channel, and welcome to this episode.